everybody. The way we set this up, you can't see my face. And hi guys. But I really wanted to just focus on my face. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Oopsies. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's see. Whoa, what's going on? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Awesome. Okay, I don't know if you guys heard me. Wait. All right, I don't know what that is. Okay, you can't see me, but I'm here. 7. Hey guys, I'm so excited to hang out with you all tonight. I don't want to move this camera because, or maybe you know what, I'll try. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay. Oh, okay, wait. Whatever. There. You know what? Whatever. I don't know ruin it. Okay. Hello, family. I'm so excited. I'm so happy to be here and to bead with you all. I'm so excited for all the new membership that's coming in lately as well. That's always so exciting to me. It just shows us that the program is doing some good work. So I'm so excited. I'm so happy to see you. We had 20 people register for this workshop. So I'm very excited. And yeah, we can get started. If you guys have any questions at any time, because I can't see you anyways, but if you just ask me in the chat, I will answer as best I can. Awesome. Yeah, okay. All right. So in everybody's kit, you should have gotten the heart that we are going to bead, the backing, because we'll get to this part, but you would have got backing, you would have got a couple hanks of beads, and this pin. But you're gonna need on your own a pair of scissors, some glue. You guys also got the needles, and the needles are taped to the card. Actually, I'll go grab one really quickly. So you should have yours taped to this card here. Awesome. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take one of the needles that you had on this card. So I'm gonna take my needle here, and then you also got some thread, and your thread is a spool a lot smaller than mine, but this is how we're going to thread it tonight. So a little bit off. You know what? The length of your arm, that should be fine. Yeah, any longer than that, you might get some tangling, and we're best to avoid that. So even a little shorter than is fine. So just get your needle through the top of the needle. You'll have there's a little space for the thread to go in. Let me know if I'm going to test, or if you need me to repeat something, just let me know. How can I see the stuff on that side? I mean, it didn't work, and I was missing a whole bunch of comments from the others, or I just can't see on this side. All right. So I'm just gonna get it my preferred length, and
I'd like to know what size do you use things.
Okay. So once you get to this part, you're gonna line up the two ends here.
Well, remember, it's good to use a paper that's different color.
Yeah. Why is that not working now? There we go. We're gonna line up those two ends and then we're gonna knot them. Knot them, and we're gonna try get as closest to the end as possible. So that's there. We're gonna make those a couple knots, and knotting here is gonna help you. Uh, you need to make sure your knots are strong enough so that this does not come through the other side of the felt. So a little short one, maybe this length, and then it should look like this after. Okay, so here it should look after. You know what, guys? I'm gonna get rid of this table. So here is what it looks like after. All right. I'm gonna take this stuff off this beading tray. Just so you little. Okay, sorry guys. I'm just gonna make sure that everybody that needs to be on is on. Sorry about that. What's going on here? There we go. Oopsies. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, I'm so happy to see you guys. Okay, great. So what we're gonna do is if everybody has put a tied their tied a knot in their thread, you can. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just start on the line. And if anyone needs me to slow down at any point, just let me know, and I can. All right. So I'm gonna start on the dark blue line on the very, very outside. So I'm gonna get my needle from the back. I'm gonna go up from. Oopsies. I'm gonna go up from this side, and I'm gonna poke it through right up all the way. Sorry, all the way till the knot in the back won't let me pull any of the. It won't let me pull any further. So should look like that. There we go. So you guys can pick whatever color you want on the outside and on the inside. We kind of gave you a couple options there. All right, so I'm going to use this bead for the outline color. And I'm going to take yeah, no, anyone can follow along at any time. All right, perfect. So 3 beads, and we're going to use this so this whatever hand you're not. So my needle hand is my right hand, and I'm going to use my left hand to help the thread. I'm going to take between my fingers and help me guide along the line that I'm trying to go. So I'm going to, with this hand, with my left hand, I'm going to use the thread to help me guide the line that I'm going to go on. So this dark blue line, I'm going to pull it up there, push the beads down, and I'm only taking 3. I'm just going to put my needle through right above that third bead. I'm going to push it all the way through. And then I have 3 down. Hey, Autumn. Sure. So what you're going to do is to thread the needle, you're going to put your thread through maybe about arm's length. And then you're going to get your, really quickly here. So I'll just knit this one off. So once you get your thread the length that you want it, so I wouldn't go any more than maybe your arm. You get the 2 ends. Sorry. You're going to get the 2 ends together, and then you're just going to make a knot at the bottom of that. And you want it as close to the end as you can get, just so that you're getting the most out of your thread that you can. Nothing is more annoying when you're on a roll and you have to stop and rethread all your needles. So I like to do like maybe 3 before I start, and then once I'm done that 3, I rethread another 3, and then it should just look like this at the end. So your needle, thread, 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 and the knots at the bottom look like that. Let me know if that helped or if you need me to visit that again. Awesome. All right. So once we're at this spot for 3, we're gonna go from where we started and we're gonna go to the beginning. So the first bead that hit the felt, you're gonna go up from that one again, and you'll know where that is because that's where your big knot is on the very back. So we're gonna go back from those 3, and we're gonna just put your needle through again, just to secure it. And then you do that for 3 more, and then you repeat until the entire thing is done. So I'll just continue to walk through for the next few minutes. This line here, I'll just keep going and just give you the steps. And at any time, if you need help, just let me know. All right. So I'm going to take 3 more. And I'm going to just put my needle down right above that bead there. I'm just going to go back. And I'm going to go back 5 beads. So I'm going to put my needle in between this 5th and these 2 beads here. I guess it could be the 5th and 6th or the 1st and 2nd. But this at the very beginning, I'm going to go up from the back here 5. And then I'm going to put it right through again. And just keep in mind that this is only one style of beading. You can bead needles. And a lot of people prefer that way. So I'm going to just go back 5 after I put those 3 in. And then I just stick my needle from the last 5 that I tacked down, just so I'm making sure that I secure them and that those beads stay in place. There's different types of beading. For the last workshop we had, that was the moccasins, and we have participants still working on their pieces. And that I used a different type of I did a lazy stitch is what it's called, and where I had put 8 beads on it at a time. So up 3, and then back. So I'm going up 3, back 5. All right, I'm going back 5 here. So it really, once you get that first, how to how to get them down, it's so it's more you're just repeating that one step. So putting 3 down and making sure we tack them down, and that tacking down process just means going back through the last couple beats. And then add 3 more. Okay, and then coming back up in between this, go count 5 beads backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna bring up my needle beside that bead, in between that, right by that 5th one. And then I'm gonna stick my needle right through those 5 that I just went back. So all through those ones so far. Is everyone following along? Or would you like to go a little slower? Faster? Ooh. Hi, Karen. Hi, Linda. Hey, Crystal. Hi, Autumn. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Three here. 3 here. Back 5. Three up. Going back 5. And if anyone is having trouble threading their needle, cut your thread at a diagonal, and then it just makes the little point a bit easier to get through that tiny space. Okay, awesome. Hi, Joanne. Where are you currently at? Did you get to start did you thread your needle? Um, can you repeat how to start? Sure. So I'll just cut this one again. For the needle and thread, just um, take take hmm, okay. So we're gonna get our thread, and we're gonna let me see. I should do a full. Okay, I'm gonna get the end of my thread. I'm gonna get my needle through it. Okay, that's a little too far for me. Hold on one second. Okay, so get my needle through it, and I'd maybe pull just maybe the length of your arm, and even that might be too much. So I'd cut the end from the spool of thread. I'd line up the 2 ends like this, lining up the 2 ends, and then I'd knot them at as close to the edge here as I can get, just so I'm getting the most use out of all the thread that I'm using. And we'll double knot so that it doesn't go through the felt entirely. And that is how you start. And then what you'll do, let me know when you get to that point. Hey Becca, I hope you're well. I miss you. I miss you. Can't wait to see you again. Yes, yes. So I normally will first I guess I can maneuver three beads really really well. You guys are welcome to go more than three. You could do four beads. You could do two beads. You could do five beads. I just with three you're able to maneuver them a little bit easier, and it's just easier for me to place them. And when I'm working with some really intricate things, uh, I'll maybe work with one or two beads at a time. So I just doing got to do this one, and this one did this. Let's see. So for like her makeup and the flower and the headband, I did all two beads at a time. And then the braid here, I'll do one bead at a time. So it depends on how intricate the design is, but usually I won't use more than three at a time. Unless I'm doing like a really big project, like filling it, and then I'll use quite a bit more. All right, so we'll continue on the line. Has anyone finished an entire line? Okay, so Joanne, you'll start on the darkest line that's the outline of the heart that you have. So mine is dark blue, depending on what color you have. It'll be the darker color. So it'll be the darker yellow or the darker green. That's the line that you start on. So what you'll do is you will start this way actually. Okay, so you can poke your needle through the back till the knot sits on the back of this part. So pull the thread through till the knot doesn't allow you to go. Hey Kelly, excellent question. So when you run out of thread, you're gonna start in the back again. So if I'm so you just go through the last couple beads. So if I'll just use this as an example. So so say I finish this, actually I'll just do it right. So I'll knot it in the back. I'll just knot a couple in the back, two knots in a row here. And then I tie it up and just a couple knots in the back so it also doesn't, so it secures that line of beads you just done. So I'll re-knot it again and I'll just go back a couple beads when I'm restarting. So I finished that and then I re-threaded my needle. Then I'd go back whatever I didn't do last time. So I didn't go back to that one. So I'd go back just a couple. You could even go back through two of them. But I just put those three beads on and I was supposed to go back five. So I'm just going to go back five for this one. But you can only you can do, just one or two just to be in that. Again, and it's a little bit more seamless that way. Did that help at all? Joanne, that's your discretion. You can go on top, you can go inside, you can go outside. That line is just going to help guide so you can stay on. Yeah, so just to guide so that you keep shape. Right, and then up through here. So up 3, 5. All right, is anyone having any trouble? How's everybody doing? All right, I'm on this line here. Up 3, and I'm going back 5. Are you all staying warm? When I was young, I feel like I had to go to school no matter what. Like it didn't matter how cold it was outside. And my kids are so happy. They're like, yay, we get to stay inside because it's cold out. Awesome. So I'm coming up. You could just start with 3, Joanne. Okay, like 5. And then going through. And then I probably only have maybe one bead that will fit in this space, and it needs to be perfect. So let me see. Maybe that one might work great actually. And it does. All right. Awesome. Okay, so I've finished the outline. And that's what it looks like so far. So we're just going to repeat the same process on the inside line. So I have enough thread, so I'm just going to go into the next lane, get my thread in beside a bead, and just on the inside line. And because this is a different blue, I am going to switch up the blue that I have here. All right, so coming in this way now. Oopsies. You don't have to switch beads or anything like that. You don't have to switch the colors. You can do it however you would like. There's no right or wrong here. The goal of today is just to introduce you to beading. And yes. Valentine's Day is coming up. I'm so excited. I love Love Day. I love, 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 love Day. All right. So sometimes beading, it might be easier for you to go in one direction than it is for you to go into the other. So it's easier for me to bead right, so going this way, than it is for me to bead going this way. I don't know if that makes any sense to people, but if you the more that you do it, you sort of have a preference. So I'm currently going the way that does not, that I'm a little slower. Ah. All right, Joanne. How you doing? You got your 3 down? So I'm gonna hit this darker blue line here in a second. And I think you know what we'll do is I'm just going to go over anyways. I'm gonna go straight up with these lighter ones, and then the next line in, I'm gonna try make that curve at the top. Okay, so I'm going up 5. Here we are. So 3 beads, 3 beads on, and you just stick your needle right through the felt above the last line of beads you put on. For those of you who know the 2 needle method, I've included 2 needles. So if that one works easier for you, then you are more than welcome to try do that. Okay. And 3. So we'll also go over how to edge a little bit. And then you'll just notice my thread is getting shorter here, and I'll just kind of show you a trick. Um, just when you're kind of nearing this part where your thread, the tail of your thread is just getting shorter and shorter. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to show you how to quickly thread your, I mean, not the thread. So this is a decent uh, chunk of thread. So it's probably maybe the length, no, it's smaller than the length of my finger. So this is how you knot. So you take you make a little circle with the thread here, just like, let's see, just like this, a circle. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then you just stick the needle through it. And then pull them both, pull the thread and the needle, and then you should have a knot that's gonna sit right on the back of your felt. And mine touches, and that's perfect. So I'll just continue to do that a couple times. And then snip that. And I've already threaded this one a couple times, so I'm just gonna take this one this way. All right, how are you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Hopefully I'm not going too fast. But if you are having trouble, just let me know. I'm here to help. Okay. And this is a if you've never beaded before, this might take you a few days, and that's fine. Um, Definitely having some patience with yourself. And if you poke yourself and you're bleeding, that is a very common thing as well. All right. Okay. How is everybody doing now? For some reason, I don't know if it's just me, but nothing's coming up. So yes, let me know if you need any help. My daughter's birthday is this month, and she sings herself happy birthday like 5 times a day. So if you guys hear her in the background, so this is up 3 and back 5, up 3 beads, and going back 5, and then through all those 5. Perfect, and then back to 3. Three. So if you've never beaded before, this will take you a couple uh a couple days, and there's a couple things that I'll need to go over in this video just to help you when you're finished the beading part. Okay. This one, the best colors of beads, and like I feel like they're the most prettiest, are the blue beads. Blue beads, they have like the best selection. Hey, Autumn, she's turning 5, but I feel like 14. It feels like she has so much attitude. She's like telling everyone. Well, I guess her brother is. She's like, I want a purse for Christmas. I mean, for my birthday, car, my own house. I don't know how many of those she's getting, but yeah, we're still excited. It gives us a reason to celebrate right now, which is just something that I feel like we, especially now in these weird times, like just celebrating the people we love is that's like our favorite thing to do whenever we get a chance now. So yeah, I'm excited to celebrate her with my family and her brothers, and yeah. All right, so I finished my second line, and I still have quite a bit left, so I'm just gonna keep going. The only thing is this time I'm gonna try hit this blue just at the top. So where am I? I'll go there. Okay. So I'm gonna start with this blue again, just at the top. Just at the top. So starting with 3. 3 and 3. The last time I hosted a beading session. The last time I hosted, we all finished. Well, maybe not everybody, but there's quite a few people that finished with me, and that was so wonderful. That was the pins for Veteran Day in November. I can't wait till we get to sit down in person and I can just hang out with you all and be able to share some stories and laugh and hang out. All those small things that we took for granted. My favorite. Okay, I think right now I love satin beads. It's a new type of bead. They're maybe just a couple years old, but they're pretty expensive. Well, no, they're not, but they're $7 a hang, and then a bag 10 of those hangs. So like yeah, usually my favorite. Oh, actually, I'm going to show you my favorite bead. So I'm going to show you how. Okay, so this hank here, this little one. This was $30. This little hank of beads. That one is so pretty. It's so. I only use I just used it on my moccasins. That we made this on the weekend. I just opened that. Opened that and used it, and I'd had it for long months. No, longer than that. No, I probably had it for maybe over a year, I'd say. I never had a reason to take it out. None. Yeah, they're so pretty. And those ones are gold. Super duper pretty. I love bead shopping. That's the one thing I never feel guilty about. If I go spend like $400 on beads, I'm like, yes. So many beautiful things are going to come from this. All right. So I'm ending the line with this needle and thread here. So I'm just going to poke it through one last time and not the same way again. Okay. Oops. All right, so I'm just going to rethread these needles. And oh, I know, right? I'll have to bring you a strand one time. Yes, oh my gosh, yeah, they're so oh, I love beads so much. When we were Can't wait to go back there and do that again. And then again, threading your needle is just getting the thread through the small space of the needle and then just pulling that through to the desired length. I would suggest no longer than your arm if you're a beginner. And then tying up the ends, a couple knots here. And I just want to make sure you just want to tug on those a bit just to make sure that that's secure. All right, and back at it. So I could just show you 4 too. So I could do 4 here. Go 4 beads. 5, and back. And then I'll just, when this pin is near completion, I will show you the edge and the use for the other piece of felt that you had. Show you what that is. And then how to attach to the clip. I think I'm gonna hang this one. Actually, I think I'm gonna give this one away. Yeah, I think I'll give this one away. So this one, I think this heart could be the size of a pin or a pop socket. So that's another option for you. But we did send with a pin. And I think they would look so cute. Okay, so if it ever knots and it just can't, your thread just can't be pulled through, just put your hand in the, separate them, separate the thread, and then just yank it up a bit and then pull it down again. And then that should be good. And then you should be covered. All right. Okay, the heart up close. Okay. I hope that helped. I feel like I should have went with a darker blue on the outside. I just haven't, I got this bead a long, long time ago and I've not used it for anything. And I was like, I want to try this out. But now I'm wishing that I went with a darker bead. Okay. Is there any part of the entire thing that is just way too confusing for people that they're like, I don't know if I should continue on, or let me know. I can help. This one. I'm obsessed with this like bead lately. This like mermaid kind of color. I don't know why. I'm obsessed with that bead lately. Oh, it's so pretty. This like turquoise kind of color. Some mermaid vibes. Okay. Sky. All right. All right. So I'm just going the back, the 5, 6. I could do. I could do 5 or 6. If I'm gonna go 4, I might 2 more in the back. Just as long as those you attach some of the beads from the last one, just to secure the row that you have there. And again, this method is just one that I've found that works for me and the easiest for people to um, understand. But if you do have another way of beading that makes more sense for you, then I definitely recommend you to you use that and you do that. Yes, yes, Kelly, exactly that. That's the entire process. So I'll just again putting the 3 down. I'm going to secure that 3 by going through the felt, and then I'm going to come back at the beginning where I started, and then I'm going to go through that line of beads to secure it. That way this is just not going to move and it's not going to go anywhere. So we go through it again just so that we're securing the bead. But yes, that's the entire process, and you just repeat that over and over till you have no more felt to be done. Oopsies. Okay. All right. There we go. How's it going? Are you serious? Okay. So that's what it looks like so far. And don't worry about the lines when you're as you fill in, they'll sort of even themselves out. So don't worry about um yeah, so don't worry about that too much right now. As you go, it'll sort of even itself out. But just try stay um okay. And this the inside row or the row that you've just finished will help you guide. So yeah, don't worry too much if it bunches or looks off. It sort of evens itself out as you fill in. And then I would also encourage you, don't yank this too hard because then you'll pull that too tight and then your beads will bunch up then too. And then it'll be hard to stick the needle through the beads. So just it should happen um, fairly easily. So if it knots up like that, where's that knot? Right there. That one. Just pull it up a bit, pull it up a bit, and then there you go. And then back side. So I'm gonna just show you this again, nice and slowly.
So what is this?
Hi.
What's this? Oh,
Okay, so I just put 3 beads on. I have 3 beads here, and I'm gonna lay them forward. Just and I'm gonna poke it through the top, just right above it. And then push all the way through. And then I'm just gonna go back a few just so that I secure it. That's it. And on the back. And through those sides. And then repeat. All right, guys. So if you have that for the most part, what we'll do is I will get through this and then I will show you how to edge, and then you are set. Woo! Oh my goodness. Okay. And also, if this is too quite pretty easy for you, you can jump ahead of the group, and you are welcome to you're welcome to move faster if you'd like. If you've done this before, then you know the process for the ironing of the thing on the back and the purpose of that, and then how to cut around the edges. And you are welcome to swing by us if you'd like. Okay. Oopsies, sorry. Just have to wiggle my needle out of there. And there we go. 4 more. I mean 3 more, sorry. All right, so I'm in my 4th row here, just finishing my 4th row. And I probably maybe have about that many left. And you guys can also come up with, you could go, you know, on whatever color, you could just alternate the colors when you're beading. Yeah, you can come up with however, be as creative as you like, and that is absolutely encouraged. Ouch. All right. All right, how's everybody doing? Does anybody have any questions? Anybody stuck? Anyone feeling overwhelmed? Beading is definitely requires some patience. So do not feel like you have to finish this in a single night. So no pressure there. We definitely want you to enjoy yourself. Beading, I've been doing this for a handful of years since I started to see my husband, and he was a lot more active in our culture than I was when we first met. And thankfully, it led me into a life where I'm able to express myself through beading, beadwork, but not only that, but I'm able to. I'm able to sit in the presence of my kukum, who is not here anymore, and I get to feel her presence, and I get to think of her, and I get to there's a safety in that space, and I'm just so thankful that beading has allowed me and introduced me to that. So I definitely encourage you not to give up, and if you do need any encouragement or any help, that we have some awesome support within Troop, and a handful of the ladies are crafters and creators, and so there's a gentle teacher out there for everybody. All right, I can't wait to see what everybody's looks like. So we're an hour in. And about an hour left. If needed. And if you guys could share with us, tag us in your stories or your posts, that would be so wonderful. And we had new membership, some new people come in. There's some new people here, and I'm just so thankful that our program has made it to your ear. But so much so that you would join one of the classes, and we appreciate that. And we're so thankful for new membership, and just a place to share as well. So thank you all for joining us today. Oopsies. Ow. I keep poking myself in the same spot. Okay, so this is what I have so far. And then I just, in the third line in, I just use the dark blue again to give it that shadow effect up there. And I wish I used the darker blue just so I was able to show you, but did that up there. And I'll post pictures to the socials right after this is done, just so you have an idea of what it looks like. And hopefully I'll get to some of yours. I probably have, so tonight's class, you'll learn a couple different techniques, and I'll show you how to edge in as soon as I'm done this next little spot in here. And then, yeah, then you'll be able to create pins and pop sockets and different things, or brooches, and that on your own, just with the skills that you'll get tonight. So I hope this takes on a life of its own with you all. Okay. All right. So I'm just about done this. I'm just about done with this needle and this line of thread. Okay, my scissors is so dull. No. Okay, so I'm just gonna knot this one again, and then so that's just the circle, and then getting it through that circle, and then just yanking it. And then two, there we are, and then I'll just do my next one here. Perfect. Okay. So I'm on my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my sixth, the sixth one in. I'm in the sixth one. I'm feeling like it might take maybe 3 or 4 more. 3 or 4 more. All right. Okay. Sorry, guys. I keep being a lot closer to my. I think once you get that step and you get that, you're gonna be like, okay, this wasn't it, it's more the time consuming than anything once you get it. What if you you're literally the best. All right, which part are you on, Kelly? If I can help you any without seeing it. Oh, I'll try my best. Yay! You just finished the first one. Okay, great. Yay! Good. I'm so proud of you. That's so awesome. Oh yeah, Autumn. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. There's so many wonderful women that sit on board that I work with, and they would um, yeah, they also feel just as passionate about a lot of the work in this space, especially. So thank you. I'm definitely going to pass that on to them. Yeah, no worries. Yes, and I was totally the same. Honestly, the time that I've ever beaded, Pat tried to show me, and Pat is my husband, if no one knows, and so my husband taught me how to bead, and now that I look back old like pictures of it from way like 10 years ago, everything I made was so so ugly, and he still wore it, thank goodness, and yeah, so my work has definitely come a long way. So I again, yeah, no, just once you get down, your lines will be, you'll perfect your lines over time, and you'll kind of have your own sort of preference in that. So no worries. Oops. All right. Yeah, almost done this guy here. Okay. All of mine fell off the hank, and now I gotta pick them up with my needle. So the easiest way to do it is just the way that I did it. If you have beads that are just sitting like this, the easiest way for you to do that is just to use the tip of your needle and pick up. Like, yeah. If you have them on the string, it's a little easier and a little quicker. And that's how I, whoopsies. And that's how I take mine off as well. Generally prefer the beads off the hank. Seems a little faster for me. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up some beads here. All right. Is there anyone else that's struggling? Is there anyone else? And then also knots. Knots are something that really mess people up. So just be as patient with yourself as possible. Okay, I'll show you what this one looks like. And then give me 1 second. Okay. All right, so far that's what mine looks like. It's turning more into a triangle in the middle than anything, but I'm just going to continue to follow this. And yeah, just continuing to follow the lines, and perfect. And then we will move on to the next piece. Yeah, this is me picking up the beads off the table is a lot slower. So if you are feeling like it could just be that your bead, it might be faster for you to have your beads coming in on the hank. All right. Is anyone doing anything cool for Valentine's Day, or Valentine's weekend, or anything like that? If you don't, or if you haven't already seen, the dance troupe is teamed up with a lot of really cool cultural heritage sites and different things like that around Red Deer. And we created a virtual sort of challenge, and there's some really neat prizes to be won. But you can register in three categories. So you could do a family, you could do individual, you could do a team, and we have over 50 teams registered already. So I would definitely encourage you to register your team. It's just a really neat challenge, and yeah, so it's super super cute. And uh, that one starts on the 13th, I believe. But the poster is on the Art ADT page, so make sure you register your team. We've created it so that you can no one's health is compromised, and that. So be some a good way to um, connect with your family and get outdoors a bit. Oh, and maybe not right now in this -500 weather, but when it warms up a bit next week. And then we're also teamed up with the town of Sylvan Lake to the, um okay. the the town of Sylvan Lake is also having their big and that is a big fishing derby. And depending on the weather, we might go forward with a few things, but if not, there is still a virtual aspect that we will be present for. And yeah, so I'm excited for those things to kick off this week, and just family day, family week. I'm so excited to connect with my kiddies and with my partner. And yeah, I'm hoping to get a couple things done in that time too. This weekend, some beading projects. So I might be right there with you, Kelly, and Autumn. Hopefully, I can squeeze some time in to create a little bit. And yeah, and hopefully it warms up soon so we can at least be outside. So those both of those will be on the website and on the Facebook page. Um, if you want any more information, it'll be attached to those. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, that looks so amazing. Yes, I really want to go there too. Yeah, oh, that looks so cool. I haven't even been out there in forever since the last time we went ice fishing, actually, which was a few weeks ago. That was that's so cute and so fun. I'm so glad they did that. All right, guys, I'm just nearing the end here for this, and I will grab my iron. And all right, so it does have a small corner here, or the small triangle in the middle. And then I'll just quickly get through that and we will continue. Yeah, I really hope it warms up so we can hang out a little bit outside. All right, almost finished this little triangle in the center. And once that is done, I'm going to cut off all of the outside and take off all the paper. And yeah, so I'll take off all the thread and all the paper. And I will grab my iron and I'll show you the next part to this. And then by that time, we'll probably be finishing up for the night. But if you have any questions or you get stuck, just shoot me a message and I can help guide you the best that I can. Oopsies. Okay. One bead will fit in there. I think they'll go with this one. Perfect. All right. So I am just finished with filling this guy in. And that's the last bead there. Oopsies. That's the last one there. And the knot at the back. Sometimes if it's too short, what you can do is you can just cut it. Just cut it. And if it's just hanging out and it was too short for the knot, you just burn it. And yeah, just burn it and push it down. And that's that. So this is what mine looks like when I finished beading, just filling it in. And so I'm just going to cut out all of the thread here. Just what I used to put down. Okay. Okay, taking out all the thread here, just pulling it out. Comes out pretty easily. Here and here, awesome. And then me tearing the paper just looks like this. Oopsies. Oh, how do that? Okay. So I'm just gonna yank it out the sides here. And this is just the easiest way. If you don't know what to bead or how to bead, just print something off and just start at the outline. Outline, and then you start. Just okay, so pulling it out. Okay. And then I'll just grab a couple of these guys out. A couple of these extra ones that are just kind of hanging out here. Okay, hold on. Okay. So then with it all off, this is what it looks like. And I'm gonna go grab the iron, and then I'm going to show you the next part. So you guys just have a couple more minutes of sitting limbo and a couple minutes of sitting limbo, and I will be right back. Can you bring me that iron and that board there? Is that Crystal being the most annoying guy in town? Good Lord. That's way too high. This is not going to work. Already. Yeah, I'll just put it, I'll just take it. Because it'll still shift. Okay, so I'm going to take the paper. All right, okay. So I hope everybody's ready. I am going to attach the back of this to the back of this. So we're gonna just peel off this paper, and then you'll sort of see that film on top there, and that's the side that you want to touch, that you want on the back side of the beadwork. So the sticky part on this side, and then the back side of the beadwork. And I'm gonna just put mine like this and snip the top off. You don't have to do this, but I'm just gonna do mine like that because there's no sticky stuff on that side anyway. So. Okay, so after that, I'm just gonna get this side off too, just because I don't want the sticky part to touch the iron. And you don't have to do this part. You don't have to iron this to the back. It just makes it easy. You could do it like this. And what you would do is, I'll just show you. So if you don't have an iron, that's fine. Just cut out your heart and your felt the exact same shape. So I'll just quickly do this. So I iron this to the back, this heat and bond. And iron that to the back. Oopsies, not sticking yet. Okay, so my board won't fit. If I did the board, it wouldn't. I wouldn't show you. So I'm just gonna do it on this little weird thing now. Okay. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go around the top here, just around this heart, and iron, iron, iron. Okay, this is not working for me for whatever reason. This is just not sticking. I think maybe mine is not. Oh, that's because it's. Never mind. Okay, I figured it out. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. Oh man, now it's steaming. Good Lord. So I'm just gonna go over the bead all together. Oh, perfect. There it is. There it goes. Okay, well, I don't know why. So this never steams. Well, at least today. This is wonderful. All right. So sticking together, iron together, sticking on. So I'm just, this thing got pretty. Okay. All right. So this, just some different scissors. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna just cut around this heart, and I want to just accentuate the shape of the heart. So I'm just gonna just try to make it as close. Okay. Maybe I don't want that. Okay. So after I cut it out, I am just going to take a lighter and just edge around the outside really quick. I mean, just burn some of the some of the fuzzies down, and just smoothing out the edges. So you don't have to do that. If you cut it, that's fine. If you cut it, you don't have to do this. I just like making it really as clean as I can, and that helps. So, but you don't have to do it. So this is the shape of it. And I am now going to edge. So again, if you have already taken a class with me, you might know how to do this. So we're just gonna start start the same way again, just with your thread in the back of this felt. So you should pull it with I can't pull it any more because it's hanging, and then that's perfect. And then I'm gonna take again. Thank you. Hi, Karen. Appreciate you, and I'm so happy you hopped in this class with me. All right, so I'm gonna quickly show you how to edge. So I wonder if I should go with a darker. You know what? I'm gonna go with a white just to show. No, wait, no, that'll work. Okay, I'm gonna edge it in a white so I can show the beads a little bit easier. Okay. Okay. So now the vacuum is gonna pick this up, and it's gonna sound like this. So annoying. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna pick 3. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 beads. Three beads there. Okay. And then I'm going to hold it on the edge. Why is that not working? Okay, so I have 3 beads there, and I'm just gonna use my left hand to guide this string of threads where I want these to sit. So I'm just gonna go in between the third and the second and the third bead from the back. So this is what it looks like. Going through the back, pull together, and then I'm going up this way. So I'm just hooking that first bead here. The first one here. This guy. So if you're looking this way, you have to just bring it down so you go up through this bead. So 3 more. So 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going in between the second and third, and then poking it through that top one. So this way, in between the second and third, and I'm going through the side that has no beads on it. I'm going through that side. And then my beads are gonna hang back. because they're going from the front side to the end to the other side. And do that first bead. Oh no, that last bead, I guess. It's this one right here. It's the very, very top one coming this way. Is anyone catching this? Because I feel like maybe I'm not explaining this properly. Okay, all of you are brilliant. My goodness. I got the best class ever. Hi, guys. All right, I'm going to bust through this and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay. Oh, this really is taking me forever to pick up these beads. Just like them. 3. Okay, so all right, I got these. All right, what are we at for time now, guys? I hope you guys are making good time. I hope you guys are catching on. Okay, there's a couple more bead workshops coming out in the next couple months. We're planning to implement a moss workshop. That'd be awesome for any expecting moms or people who work with infants and that. Yeah, cool. Cool workshop. I'm really excited about that one. We also hope to bring we're looking at wraparounds, beaded wraparounds. So we just found someone who might be able to implement that, do that in a workshop. So that's super awesome. So those are some of the upcoming ones that are going to happen with Troop. We also just had our first singing practice of the year last night, and that was organized by one of our youth leaders. His name is Dakota. And he got to sing and share a little bit of his story yesterday. So that was really beautiful. And we'll be getting some more, both local and non-local singers who have some time to hang out with some of the youth that we are with. So a couple of neat things coming up. Next Tuesday is another community practice, and then community practice is every other Tuesday. So this will be the last one for the month. But next Tuesday, they're currently virtual, so you can catch the old ones on the website, the RDT website. And yeah, so stay tuned for that. Have a couple surprises for all the youth that are a part of that. So I'm really excited to roll that out. I don't know too much about the singing portion. I'm just so excited and happy to learn, and just even happier that I have some really great community support and learning. So yeah, I hope you guys also hang out with us in those times as well. Yes, oh my gosh, I so super can't wait until we can do all these in person. Every time I see someone on in like a Zoom, I'm like, This makes me so happy. It's like we're visiting, and so that's like the new way. Yeah. I wish there is a way that I could get one of some of those, or like the Google Home. Like I really want to send it to my family who's in isolation on the res, and like in my home community. There's people aren't allowed in or out unless it's like emergency or food, and you usually have like one runner in your family. And the leadership in my community is doing really wonderful in keeping our elders safe, and that's why I'm so thankful for that. But I wish there was a way that we could still be in contact with them. Like none of them have any type of device that we're able to get a hold of them. Like my elder still has a house phone, and I talked to him actually last week, and yeah, just so good to hear his voice, and yeah, maybe we can all come up with a solution to support our elders a little bit better. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know. All right, so this is kind of the ending here. So once it's edged, it'll look like this. So I'm all done here. And I will just quickly attach everything right before oopsies, sorry, I always do that as soon as I keep forgetting to bead in the range of this lens. I apologize, guys. Sorry. Through here. Okay. So I'm just gonna quickly do this here. And you can tell that, oopsies. No. Okay, so just made a couple knots here. All right, so I'm just gonna rethread this again. This one more. Okay, this one doesn't need to be too long, and near the end here. Okay. Okay, how is everybody doing? Before we close off in 15 minutes, is there any question that you might have? This will also be uploaded so that you can watch it again in case you missed anything, and the quality might, I don't know if it'll change or be better or whatever, but if in any case you're like, this is, I don't know anything, I couldn't do it, couldn't get it, I just reach out and I can help you. I can walk you through it. All right. A couple more of this white. Let's see if I can get it in the scripts. Probably not. Okay. So I'm just going through that second and third. And then finishing, going. And then finishing. Okay, so I'm just finishing it now, and I'm going to upload so you guys can just get um, a better idea of what it looks like as well. Oh no, my phone died. Oopsies. Now um, Patty. Hmm. My phone died. I need to plug it in so that I can. Okay. Um, okay. All right. So I'm just gonna burn the edges, and this is what it looks like when it's done. Yay! So you also got the pin. And what I'm gonna, you can use any type of glue. You can use, so just take off the sticky part as well. So the yellow and this like spongy part, just take the whole thing off. And then you're just left with this little plastic thing that's attached to the metal. And what we're gonna do, so I'm gonna use this glue, and I use it for every single one of my pop sockets, and it's really, really good. But you don't have to use this one. You could use hot glue, crazy glue, gorilla glue, this, any choice, any that you have, any whatever's available to you, you can use. I'm going to use this one. If you guys need trouble, help um, attaching them, I don't mind. Um, I don't mind doing that for you. If you guys want to come into office, I definitely don't mind. So I'm just gonna, oopsies, take a teeny tiny bit, and I'm just gonna put it along this. I'm just gonna put it along the top, and okay. And then I'm just gonna attach it in the middle. And here we have it. Yay. And then that's what we have. And then just, I would just recommend you leaving it like that for maybe overnight, leaving it like that overnight, and letting it dry before you attach it to anything. But that is what it looks like when it's done. And it's so cute. My phone died, and I don't know if there's any questions or anything like that. Actually, let's see. Let's try and move this thing. Why? Why is it doing that? Okay, hold on. No, that's not it. No, I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Okay, guys. I hope that was thorough enough. I know I can't. it might be hard to take direction, especially with things so small and so intricate. Um, Live, and I hope the video quality was okay as well. Again, I'm just so thankful that you were able to join me tonight, and I'm so thankful for all the new people coming in and experiencing some of the programs that we have to offer. If you have any questions, if you need any help, I am here to help, and um, I love helping when it comes to beading and beadwork and anything like that. So, yes, reach out to me if you have any questions. Again, thank you all. Hi, hi. I will upload, and I just can't wait to see. Whoops! I can't wait to see everybody else's. Um, yes, awesome. You all have a good night. I'll answer any questions if there's some in the chat. I'll reply. Um, Awesome. Okay. Mwah. Hi, hi. Take care. I can't wait to create with you all again. And yes, I look forward to um, to to hanging out with you more. Have a good.